This is Channel 8 News at 6.
Coming up, Memorial Day mayhem. A record number of travelers are scheduled to hit the road for the holiday weekend. What AAA is saying you should do to avoid the traffic. Also tonight, maintaining the minimum, why the Lincoln City Council says their decision on minimum wage today gives power to voters. And contamination concerns, questions crop up as patients make their way to Nebraska after being exposed to hantavirus. What health officials and Nebraska leaders are reassuring the public of tonight. And that's where we start as medical officials detail the patients under their care who have been exposed to the hantavirus outbreak. We're keeping a close eye now on where those exposed passengers are in the U.S. At this time, 18 passengers from the ship have been taken here to the United States. 2 in Atlanta hospitals for treatment tonight. 16 of them arriving in Nebraska this morning, with 1 of them testing positive for the virus. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. Rod has the night off. Uncertainty is growing as the public is anxious to hear about the quarantine plan and where we go from here. Health officials and state leaders are answering some of those questions today in Omaha. Channel 8's Danielle De Silva joins us live now from UNMC after learning some of those details for us. What do we know tonight, Danielle?
Mackenzie, a team of highly trained medical professionals are keeping a close watch on the 16 patients that arrived here at the National Quarantine Unit. And Governor Jim Pillen says that the state of Nebraska is equipped to handle these types of situations.
I begin by expressing my incredible appreciation for the countless professionals, both federal, state, and local, who have burnt the midnight oil and worked extensively in the last days to have a safe transfer.
Governor Pillen assuring the people of Nebraska on Monday that those passengers who have been exposed to hantavirus are getting world-class care. 15 passengers are staying in individual rooms in the quarantine unit. The only passenger who tested positive is in the biocontainment unit in another facility, which is more like a hospital setting. No word tonight on when that patient can leave the biocontainment room, but health officials say none of the 16 people are showing symptoms as of Monday morning. The passengers range in age from late 20s up to the 70s and 80s, and they will need to be monitored for symptoms for the next 42 days during the incubation period, which is recommended by the CDC and state health officials. Experts are now questioning each of the patients, hoping to figure out the exact moment they have first come into contact with the virus. But this morning, they remain adamant that the general public is not at risk. Rooms are secured with heavy filtration systems described as negative pressure spaces that helps to keep both the patients and staff safe. The CDC says this is not a mandatory quarantine, and health officials tell us one person is requesting to leave Omaha and go home to monitor their own symptoms. Despite no symptoms in any of these patients at this time, they are still within the 42-day incubation period and are being closely monitored. If any of them begin to show symptoms, then doctors here say that they have contingency plans ready for each patient that's been individualized for them. As we learn more, we'll be keeping you updated. Reporting live from Omaha, Danielle De Silva, Channel 8 News.
All right, thank you for that update tonight, Danielle. These next few days could be critical for the patients, and we'll be bringing you every update we get from the medical professionals in Omaha. Our team here at Channel 8 has been posting new information on our Now Local News app as soon as it comes into the newsroom. Scan the QR code there on your screen and download the app so you can be the first to know what's happening in the hantavirus outbreak. Also breaking now, the Lincoln City Council deciding on your minimum wage. We've been keeping tabs on that discussion for quite a while now. The standard was set back in 2022 after voters approved it. And earlier this year, the state legislature proposing lower wages for younger workers. But tonight, the Lincoln City Council making the final say. Will they stand behind the voter-approved minimum wage, or will the council members sway towards lower wages? Let's take a listen in to what they're saying tonight.
I'm concerned that the very people that increasing the minimum wage is supposed to help will limit their opportunity, because small businesses will be forced to hire less, cut hours, or eliminate positions.
We have an opportunity to restore trust to the community, to the voter, and to say that their actions at the ballot box matter.
The voter-approved minimum wage has been passed on a 6-to-1 vote. Younger workers will not have to worry about lower wages. Let's get you a first look at our forecast now on this Monday evening. Here's a live look outside through our network of cameras. A pretty nice start to the work week, but man, look at that, the flag whipping in the wind up there. We had some pretty high temperatures today. Is it going to stay that warm? Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. What do you think?
Yeah, I think, in fact, we will see a chance for summer to make an appearance. Just a brief appearance, but it is going to get warm around here, at least towards the end of the week. But right now, today, temperatures, we were in the middle. Hang on, let me look. I just want to be, 86 for a high today. So yeah, it was a little on the warm side, about 10 to 12 degrees above average. Outside there right now, we have temperature still in the 80s. I think we'll be around 81 degrees by 7 p.m., 75 by 9, and 70 by 11 p.m. Look at that flag whipping around with all that wind. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, we're at 85, so still very warm out there with that southwest wind at around 17 miles per hour. What looks like a whole lot of cloud covers, just those thin cirrus clouds, maybe some thicker clouds to the north, maybe a sprinkle or two between O'Neill and Sioux City. And when I say a sprinkle, like 2 drops, that would be it. A lot of 80s out there. Look at Shattered, 93, 91 Ogallala, 89 in Valentine. So it is warm and windy. And as we head through tonight, the hour-by-hour forecast has us dropping into the lower 60s. And that wind, well, it stays up there between 25 and 35 miles per hour. We'll talk more about those summer-like temperatures headed our way in a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Rusty. Breaking now, the suspect in the White House Correspondents' Dinner enters a plea. Cole Allen pleaded not guilty on all counts today, including a charge for assassination of the president. Now, he didn't speak at all in today's hearing. Allen's defense attorneys say they might seek to have the entire U.S. Attorney's Office for D.C. removed from the case, arguing they could potentially be a victim overseeing the prosecution. The government has until May 22nd to respond to the defense's motion, and Allen is due back in court on June 29th. Also breaking now, an earthquake shaking the ground in southeast Nebraska this morning. Take a look here. The yellow dot on your screen is where that epicenter was. Officials reporting it as a 2.8 magnitude quake around 9:40 this morning. And if you remember that larger earthquake we had earlier this year, it might sound familiar, and that's because both of them have been right in the area by the small village of Cowles, which is about 95 miles away from Lincoln as the crow flies. New at 6, people across the U.S. are preparing for Memorial Day weekend travel. AAA is helping people plan the best times to travel on Memorial Day weekend by releasing this chart you see. All weekend, it looks like you're going to want to travel early to avoid midday traffic. They're releasing this ahead of what they believe will be record travel numbers. 3.7 million people are expected to travel on Memorial Day weekend in the Midwest alone. More than 3 million of those people will be traveling by car. And if you're in our area, that means it could be a lot more expensive this year. The average price for a gallon of gas in Nebraska is averaging over $4 when it was only a little over $3 a gallon at this time last year. Well, stay with us. We have more headed your way after the break, including declaration request. What Governor Jim Pillen is asking of President Trump to help restore the land that was ravaged by wildfires. We'll be back in just 60 seconds. At 6, Governor Jim Pillen is asking for federal help in the recovery of wildfire-scorched land. Last week, 3 counties in Nebraska were declared disaster areas because of those wildfires. And now, Pillen is asking President Trump for a major disaster declaration. That disaster declaration would give the state of Nebraska federal assistance that it needs to support long-term recovery efforts. A FEMA estimate puts the losses at nearly $9.7 million due to the Morrill, Cottonwood, Ashby, and Minor fires, which burned more than 821,000 acres of land. We'll keep you updated once we learn if Nebraska receives the funding. Right now, police departments and sheriff's offices across Nebraska are celebrating National Police Week. The York County Sheriff's Office making a post today saying they're remembering those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty, and they're recognizing officers who answer the call day and night. They're also thanking all law enforcement officers to their commitment to protecting and serving others. Lincoln Police Department's Erica Thomas talking about what they'll be doing for National Police Week.
We'll be having our Peace Officers Memorial Ceremony on Tuesday, May 12th at noon in front of the Hall of Justice, where we'll be honoring them and those who've died in the line of duty for the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office.
Lincoln police have had 7 officers killed in the line of duty, and the most recent being LPD investigator Mario Herrera back in 2020. And troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol will be wearing shrouds over their badges during this week. They're doing it as a reminder of the heroes they've lost. 13 troopers have been killed in the line of duty. They say they will always remember them.
A very mild day today. In fact, we were only a handful of degrees away from record highs. We may do this again as we head through the week. The forecast when we come back.
And coming up later tonight, it's down to just 3 American Idol contestants who will hit the stage for their last chance to earn America's vote. Tonight also featuring performances from stars like Alicia Keys and Jason Mraz. You can watch it all right here on Channel 8. That finale airs at 7 p.m. And then afterwards, you can tune in and catch our nightly news right after the finale. We'll be right back. Conversations are heating up as the Nebraska primary election is just one day away. Secretary Bob Evnen releasing a statement today reminding Nebraskans that his election office's integrity unit is standing by just in case any concerns arise. He says anyone can call his elections division office tomorrow if they have questions or concerns. And the Norris School District Superintendent is also thanking people ahead of tomorrow's bond vote. Dr. Derek Joel says the community engagement they've had so far with this bond reflects what makes Norris a strong and connected community. The district is proposing a nearly $35 million bond issue to improve their school. Joel says no matter the outcome tomorrow, they will always serve students as best they can. This is a result that our team is going to be watching closely tomorrow night, and Channel 8 is the best place to stay up to date with the primaries. We'll be on top of all the biggest races, and we'll be getting you in the know on every show tomorrow night. Plus, our team of reporters is going to be posting real-time updates on vote tallies to our Now Local News app first. So you can scan the QR code there on your screen to download the app and find out how the elections are going before anyone else.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Just looking over these numbers, and the high today was 4 plus 3, 8 degrees away from a record high. That's not that far. The low today at 45, quite a ways away from that record low. Precipitation, the normal for the month of May so far is about 1.6, and we just haven't seen any yet, and only for the season around 4 inches. So not a surprise that the red flag warnings are still out there. This goes through tonight, the next few hours. Would not surprise me if we see more of this tomorrow. So it just means that it's dry, it's windy, it's warm. Any fire that gets started could get out of control quickly. And until we see some rain, we'll likely see a lot more of that. 21st and L Street, Allo Communications camera, a few high, thin clouds. Other than that, pretty nice day. It's just if we didn't need the rain so badly. Goodness, 93 right now in Chadron, and when that's part of this too. These temperatures well above average. A dry soil is a lot easier to heat up and stay warm than when we see lots of rain. It's a cooler kind of atmosphere, but it has just been so dry, so it is really easy to get these temperatures in the upper 80s and lower 90s. It's exactly what we saw today. 85 right now in Lincoln, 82 in Beatrice, a lot of lower and middle 80s out there, a couple 84s in Kearney and Grand Island. Southwest wind not helping, kind of blowing some of that dust around too. You might see some dusty driving conditions, especially in the open areas. It's out of the south, will eventually switch, but out of the north and west, but right now it's out of the south at 10 to 20, gusting to around 30 or 35 miles per hour. But there's a boundary that's going to be moving through. Unfortunately, it has no moisture to work with. So this is it right here. And notice the wind is out of the northwest in Valentine, but out of the southwest in Broken Bow and North Platte. So all that is a wind shifter. And that is going to make it the wind instead of out of the southwest, out of the northwest. So it's still going to be windy after this moves through. Right there, a little bit of a break late in the morning, but then it picks right back up out of the north and west, and eventually by around sunset it should start to calm down. So a windy day, windy night tonight, a windy day tomorrow. Clouds, this looks a lot worse than it actually is. It's just a lot of high, thin clouds, maybe a few low clouds towards O'Neill, Sioux City, Columbus, but everything clears out by tonight. Little bit, that boundary layer, that cold front that's going to move through, may give us a few clouds in the afternoon. A spot sprinkle, a possibility right there in the afternoon, especially between Columbus, Omaha, and then over towards Iowa, and it doesn't, I mean, it's just barely something to talk about. So unfortunately, not a whole lot of rain in this forecast. So mostly clear to partly cloudy tonight. And if we do see clouds, it's those high, thin clouds above average. We should be closer to 50. We'll be near 60 for just about everybody. Middle and upper 50s to around 60. Then tomorrow, 83, mostly sunny, breezy, southwest to eventually northwest wind, 10, 25, gusting to around 30 or 35. But upper 70s, lower 80s. Above average by about 10 degrees, and that continues for a while too. Much of the same Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, just a small chance at a little precipitation on Thursday. I think the bike drive should be just fine. If we see anything right here, it would be in the evening. A little bit better chance Saturday and Sunday after a couple of days in the 90s, Friday and Saturday.
Wow, definitely going to be warm. Thanks for keeping us updated, Rusty. Speaking of that bike drive, that's coming up on Thursday, and we want to break last year's record with the Bike Kitchen. So if you have any new or gently used bicycles sitting in your garage, now's the time. Pull them out, dust them off, bring them into us, and you can give them to a good cause by bringing them to our parking lot just south of 10th and Van Dorn Streets. Our team is going to be here from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And coming up next, we've got our Sports Zone. Nate, a lot of stuff going on today.
Yeah, it's been a busy day on the baseball diamond for sure. Day one of the NAIA tournament, and Doane was hosting here in Lincoln. They currently are playing here in town, and then Concordia playing on the road. That and plenty more sports talk coming your way next.
Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the official foundation repair company of the Huskers.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with Sports Director Nate Johnson. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Well, what's going on? Thanks so much for tuning into the Sports Zone this Monday. We're going to start with some baseball today. Both Concordia and Doane playing in the NAIA tournament. The Tigers playing right here in Lincoln at Sherman Park. Were they the host school following their GPAC championship? Doane taking on Oakland City. The Tigers were down 1-0 after the first half of one, but were ready to respond in the bottom of the frame. Grant Summers ripping a single up the middle, and Doane would load the bases up. Big spot for Johnny Volcano. What a name. He fires one up the middle. Doane taking a 3-1 lead after the first inning. And this game turned into quite the back-and-forth battle this afternoon. Still going on as we speak, 11-6 currently. Doane with a 5-run lead. We'll have a full update on that tonight at 10. As for Concordia, they fell in a close one this afternoon against Kansas Wesleyan 5-4. The Bulldogs will play tomorrow at 11 a.m. Nebraska baseball has a big week ahead with just 4 regular season games left, and the Huskers may have to win out to keep those dreams of hosting a region alive. Big Red will suit it up tomorrow in Omaha for a showdown with Creighton, the Blue Jays. More on that game in just a second, but first let's take a look at this week's D1 baseball poll. UCLA still holding strong at number 1. Oregon next for the Big Ten. They're at 16. USC's there at 17. Then Nebraska comes in 1 spot higher than last week at 24. A big game awaits, as I was saying, for the Huskers tomorrow in Omaha, a game they simply have to win. Nebraska have taken the first 2 against Creighton. Despite that, this will be the most important of the 3 this season without question. And an update for the season series finale with Minnesota later this week. The first 2 games of the series at Minnesota have been picked up by the Big Ten networks. First pitch on Thursday and Friday's games have been moved to 5 p.m., while the series finale on Saturday is set for 1 p.m. on Big Ten Plus. We'll keep you updated all week. And speaking of updates, Nebraska pitcher Carson Jasa named the Big Ten Pitcher of the Week. He improved to 9-2 on the season after pitching 7 shutout innings in Nebraska's 10-0 run rule victory against Iowa on Friday. Pretty special performance, and congrats. Let's talk some Husker basketball with one newcomer officially here and one signing elsewhere. Husker transfer forward Ugi has signed with Arizona and only appeared in 1 game for the Huskers against New Hampshire. He scored 7 points while shooting a perfect 3 for 3 in the field from that game. Ugi transferred from Central Michigan and will be heading to Arizona. But turning to our attention now, who's joining the program, South Dakota State transfer Damon Wilkinson has officially signed with the Huskers. Last year, he averaged 13.9 points per game on 59% shooting while adding in 6.4 rebounds and just about a block per game. Finally today, day 1 of the high school state soccer tournament from Omaha. Class A ladies hitting the pitch today. Lincoln Southwest was battling against Lincoln East. The first game of the day, Silverhawks taking care of business 5-0. They cruise earlier today, and Lincoln Southeast will take the stage against Omaha Marion tonight at 7:30 p.m. And hey, if you're going to be out and about watching any of these games this week, boys or girls, we would love to see. Scan the QR code on your screen to download our Now Local News app. Be a part of all the action on Channel 8. See your videos featured right here. Get paid for your submissions. Get some behind-the-scenes access with our Channel 8 team. And that's going to do it for sports tonight. Mackenzie will send things back over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Nate. Now, it's pretty warm out there if we're gonna be playing soccer, baseball, softball. Let's see what the weather's gonna be like, Rusty.
At least it's not humid.
That's true.
That makes a world of difference. It is a little on the windy side, but temperatures generally in the 80s, 85 degrees in Lincoln. But again, without a 70-degree dew point, it's tolerable. 84 degrees in Grand Island, 83 in Oldridge. Tomorrow morning, we'll start the day mild, right around 60 for eastern Nebraska, 50s for the rest of us. And then highs tomorrow cooler, but still above average by quite a bit, 70s and 80s. And look at this, summer just for a couple of days, well, maybe 2 or 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then chances for storms over the weekend. We do need the rain, so hopefully if you need it, you can get some rainfall. But overall, pretty warm forecast.
Oh, definitely very warm. Feeling a little bit like summer out there. Thank you so much, Rusty. And thank you all for joining us. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll be right back here tonight at 10. Don't forget to watch the finale of American Idol.